Mark Cuban recently said something about Dogecoin that could be alarming for a lot of holders. Let's talk about it. Hello guys and welcome back to Crypto Fire, where we talk about Dogecoin, cryptocurrency, and investing. Before we go any further, please keep in mind that we're giving away $100 to a random subscriber. All you have to do is like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment on your favorite cryptocurrency. Read our description for more info about it. Now, let's get started with today's video. Before we talk about what he said, let's talk about why his comments matter so much for Dogecoin. So if you don't know, Mark Cuban is the owner of the Dallas Mavericks basketball team. He has over 8 million followers on Twitter, and he's considered a giant when it comes to investing. In the past, he said all the great things about Dogecoin, like Dogecoin being used as a valid payment mechanism could be a reality. He even announced that the Mavericks have completed thousands of transactions via Dogecoin, and then he said that Mavericks won't be selling any of its holdings. All of his comments have had a huge impact on Dogecoin's price in the early stages. He's considered as the second most popular supporter of Dogecoin, after Elon Musk. Sure, he isn't as popular as Elon Musk, but what he says is still really impactful. So here's what he did recently. He said that it's easy to get lost in the hype of Dogecoin, GameStop, or AMC. I'm not saying don't invest in those companies because they can be good investments, but you've got to know why you're investing. Are you investing because of some video you saw on TikTok, or a video you saw on YouTube, or a friend told you? Now the question is whether or not he's bearish on crypto and Dogecoin. I'll come back to this in a minute, but let's first look at what Elon Musk just said that'll put everything in perspective. So someone posted this picture where a person is saying that, I did absolutely no research before I bought Dogecoin. And Elon Musk replied with laughing emojis to this. Now there are two major celebrities who've always supported Dogecoin who are telling you that you should be a bit more careful before investing in Dogecoin. They're basically mocking everyone who thinks about investing after reading just a tweet. Personally, I think all this doesn't really mean that they're going to stop supporting it. It doesn't mean that they don't like Dogecoin anymore. It just means that they're acknowledging the inherently volatile nature of cryptocurrencies. And it's true. A lot of people watch TikTok videos and YouTube videos and start investing. I don't think that's wise. I strongly believe that you should do your own research before investing in cryptos, and you can't just hold someone else liable for the losses that you incur. With that being said, Mark said something else today that proves that he's not going to stop supporting Dogecoin and cryptocurrency anytime soon. So basically, he said that banks should be afraid of cryptocurrency-based DeFi. What draws him to DeFi exchanges is the fact that they do not require a large amount of money to expand. He said that, rather than the owners of the business, investors and their creditors putting up capital for all the transactions to take place, liquidity providers do it for them. According to DeFi Pulse, over $60 billion is currently locked in DeFi protocols. So in a nutshell, what this means is that Cuban is actively looking into thriving cryptocurrency technology, and it's unlikely that he'll stop supporting cryptocurrencies. Now, let's talk about some other incredible news about Dogecoin and crypto that came out today. So Pstake is offering liquidity for billions of staked crypto assets. This process of staking cryptocurrencies on proof-of-stake blockchain networks has become a popular way to produce regular profits on cryptocurrency. The initiative already runs on a decentralized commodities market named Comdex, which just reached a milestone of $100 million in transaction volume. Now, since they're more profitable, this move by Pstake will attract more investors into the market, which is great for Dogecoin. Now let's talk about cybercrimes for a minute. Since 2019, the use of Bitcoin in cybercrime has dropped by 80%. A significant decline like this indicates that criminals are recognizing that Bitcoin is damaging to their activities. Add to that the fact that the FBI was able to recover $2.3 million of the $4.4 million ransom paid for the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack. This basically means that a transaction that can be tracked with such accuracy is not a good choice for criminals. And it implies that investing in cryptos is relatively safer than it has ever been before. Now let's talk about an absurd piece of news that came out today. It discusses how over 65% of Dogecoins are spread across only 98 wallets worldwide, with the single largest wallet holding 28% of all Dogecoins. They said that only 5 wallets hold 40% of the coin supply. Yes, that's all true. However, it goes on to say that 100 people control $40 billion, or more than 90% of all Dogecoin supply. This is simply not true. Moreover, I'm not sure how he could even know that. So the point I'm making is that you should be careful of these articles that try to instill fear in the market. Now, let's talk about how a lot of countries are thinking about accepting cryptocurrencies as legal tender. So, a number of lawmakers in Latin American countries have expressed their interest in Bitcoin after El Salvador approved Bitcoin as legal tender. These countries include Paraguay, Argentina, Panama, Brazil, and Mexico. But these aren't the only ones. 2 other countries joined the party today. They are Tonga and Tanzania. The president of Tanzania has asked the Tanzanian central bank to start working on making cryptocurrencies more widely available in the country. We have all these other nations and talk about how they're interested in doing it. This will result in a large flow of money into Bitcoin, which will result in a large flow of money into altcoins, including Dogecoin. But while we're seeing a lot of countries come on board, there are some countries that are a bit more wary right now. For instance, the Financial Services Commission of South Korea declared in May that the government intends to impose stronger regulatory restrictions on cryptocurrencies in general. South Korean authorities are proposing measures for stringent regulation over the country's cryptocurrency exchange business too. All of this came after a considerable increase in cryptocurrency trading activity, particularly for altcoins. These new rules announced by South Korea's Financial Services Commission are expected to affect around 60 unauthorized cryptocurrency exchanges in the country. A new policy for banks will require that they classify any crypto exchange clients as high risk. And yet another one is South Africa. The Johannesburg Stock Exchange recently denied a proposal to establish a new Bitcoin ETF by the asset management firm Signia. The reason behind is the lack of a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies, according to the CEO of the JSE. She also discussed how the cryptocurrency assets price was influenced by one very powerful and influential individual. She said that the volatility we have seen is a clearly unexpected function of what I would call market manipulation by Elon Musk. If that happens to a listed company, he would be investigated and severely sanctioned by the SEC. And the last country that's really concerned about cryptocurrency is Italy. The chairman of Italy's securities regulator, Paolo Savona, has expressed concern about the rising popularity of cryptocurrency and the lack of solid regulatory rules. He said that, without proper oversight, there could be a worsening in market transparency, the basis of legality and rational choice for market operators. So is this bad news for crypto adoption? I don't think so. The silver lining here is that the governments are taking note of the rising activity and interest of their people in cryptos. And I wouldn't be surprised if these regulations benefit the investors in the long run. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching till the end. If you enjoyed it, please consider liking and sharing it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications for daily videos on Dogecoin and cryptocurrency. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments section below. Goodbye, take care.